evening, everyone. How are you guys doing out there? This is the Moz Experience, the state of the beauty industry. We have another wonderful interview. This platform was curated to spotlight and give special recognition to our professionals who perform world-class services inside as well as outside of our communities within their respective field of choice.
But from my dad, I would say an additional 20.
That's a beautiful thing, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. God said, roam the earth and be fruitful, right? Multiply.
Yeah, no, he did that too.
He did that, right?
He did that, man. He did that. But I got wonderful brothers and sisters, man. Like, I have no complaints. Everybody is just wonderful, man.
That's awesome, man.
Very
So
respectful.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Very respectful. Just wonderful group of people.
So are you a first generation barber, Johnny?
Yes.
And how long have you been barbering for?
Ooh. Let me see. My son is 36. I'm gonna say 35 years. We still had the written exam when I got my license.
Wow, how was that, man? What did they have on the written exam? What things
The written exam talked about, man, stuff that didn't even pertain to barbering. Anatomy of the nerve system. There was hygiene, sanitation and shaving, business ethics. Some of the stuff was like needed, because of, a lot of the stuff that we had back then we don't have now. So a lot of stuff didn't pertain to barbering, but then a whole lot of it did, like hygiene, sanitation and shaving, business ethics. How a barber should present himself. It even got deep into how you do your taxes. It was deep, man. It was really good, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good.
Do you think they should bring that back, a written portion
I think they should leave it as is right now, because the state board exam is difficult enough. And, as you well know, a lot of people don't pass that exam the first time around.
Right.
Some people don't pass it the second time around.
Right.
Some people don't pass it the third time. But I like how they reformatted it, because it's what's needed. Like, the first things they do, they look you over, man, and see how they look at your nails. You know how it is.
Right.
I think it's awesome, man. I think the exam is awesome.
Okay.
So I think because it's been reformatted, they should leave the written out.
Okay.
I mean, because no one passed the written.
Wow.
It was like really hard to pass the written exam.
What percentage did you have to have? Was there a percentage of each to make up a total percentile to pass?
You had the written and you had the practical. First, you had the written. So if you didn't pass the written, you weren't doing the practical. The practical was a walk in the park, though. The written wasn't.
Got you.
A lot of people didn't like to read that stuff, and then there were no barber colleges back then.
Wow.
So you had to get the standardized textbook, and you had to read that stuff yourself. And maybe go do an apprentice under someone. Like, I had Enoch, man. He was the best of the best.
I think they're going to have to come up with some sort of waiver. I think that, before we even get started, I think we're going to have to get tested. They're going to have to get tested. And I think they should come up with some sort of certificate. Hey, you self-resolved, or you had, the antibody testing. And everyone that comes through that shop, I think they have to present some sort of certificate that says they're free and clear of COVID-19.
That's right. And it can't be every 2 years. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let me tell you what I would change as far as New York State Sanitary Code Part 10. And myself as a barber, this is the only thing that I would do different. I would wear a mask. I would wear gloves. And I would work by appointment only.
How many pairs of trimmers do you have?
3.
How many haircuts can you do in an hour?
It depends.
Biggest tip you've ever received?
$200.
Now, this next one, I think I know where you're going to go. If you could jump into a pool of something, what would it be?
That'd be a pool of money.
Hey, Dre said a pool of love.
I know that's right. That's my man right there, man.
I thought
That's my man right there.
All right. If you had a time machine, would you go back in time or visit the future?
I wouldn't change anything. I would visit the future.
Okay. If I gave you two numbers, which one would you choose? 45 or 44?
45.
And that is rapid fire. 21 question rapid fire.
Right.
I don't know.
And now I would be, you know how you sanitize throughout the shift and you sterilize at the end of the night. I'd be sterilizing that after every client. You know, in light of, you know, social distancing, working by appointment, so you don't have a shop full of people, it would be worth taking your time to do it. Right. Some people say it's overkill, but I've always been just a neat freak, man.
I think that's definitely going to be the new normal. Hopefully, you know, something good will come out of this and they will change that title. But like we're saying, they gotta take the proper steps and before we go back to doing what we do best.
Right. I think for the barber shops that don't have that New York State sanitary code posted, just post it. I mean, post that thing on the wall. We don't see inspectors like we used to, but you know, you want to be so airtight that when an inspector walks in, you want to give them a warm welcome. Come on in, take your time, look around. You know what I mean? So if at all anything, post that.
Right.
Post that. Get that thing posted because it's a violation if you don't post it. You see, you got the paper in front of you. Failure to post the New York State Sanitary Code Part 10 is a violation. Oh, I didn't even see the sneeze coming. He got tore up, man. So what I did was I incorporated that crooked line into a real nice design.
Okay.
And he was like, only you could do that. Everybody in the barbershop was laughing.
We got another question there, Johnny. You want to take?
You had C Hall, you had the Dawson.
Into the beauty industry. I'm the Mons Experience. He's Master Johnny